apologize about things. I don't want to hear your sob story. I don't want to hear it at all. So here you go, folks. I'm giving you a heads up on this. Any information derived from people like Crazy Eyes, you could pretty much figure it's coming from Ken, and it's a bunch of lies to make Dave look good. And of course, Ken. He's going to deny he was a coke addict. He's going to deny that he got caught masturbating in a public place, a public community center. He thought he was alone. He lied about every single thing he said on me in there. Oh no, he could find plenty of them in Thailand, and that's what he's been doing. I told you, he's not interested in women. And he was always so goddamn jealous that I had women. And he's so jealous that I found a great woman too. He couldn't handle it. I told him, I said, why don't you settle down with somebody? Instead of being alone, you're like 68 years old now. Settle down and find a mate. I meant the woman at the time. You know, I didn't know for sure that he was gay. Why don't you find a good woman? You talk about Pookie all the time. Pookie this, Pookie that. Pookie was using him. His uglies had never bumped her uglies, let's put it that way. He would throw up. He did not like a woman's uglies. However, kind of adored a men's uglies. Didn't you, Ken? Explains a lot. I guess my brother was correct. But you didn't think I knew all this stuff about you, did you? You didn't think I knew that. I knew it very well. Now it's being told after that little session with Dave. And you outwardly came out with it, said who you were. Well, why did he do it? That's the mystery. There's no mystery. He's butthurt. Because he tried to call me 2 weeks ago, and I said, don't ever call this house again. This is what people do on YouTube and in real life. When they get butthurt from somebody, it's called revenge. What can I say bad about Frank, or this guy, or the other guy down the road? What can I say that's going to either embarrass him or get even with him in somehow? Well, this is how it works. You've seen it in action. Yes, I do know this guy. I know him very well. And let me tell you, he is not all that he tries to paint himself to be. I will say that. Good work, Ken. Sorry I had to unleash my facts on you, but it is what it is, pal. But as I said 1,000 times, don't you ever call this house again. Don't ever try to Skype me. I don't care how lonely you are in Thailand. You should have never moved there. Maybe you should have stayed in Seattle. Maybe you would have had a chance to grow the gay population in Seattle. Although you're in Thailand, and you shouldn't be having a problem with that. Now, did I compliment the man while I did this broadcast? Yes, I did. I said a few nice things about him that were true. But you noticed that I could have turned that around and made that a lie. I didn't. I only talked about the facts, didn't I? Okay. Proves me be truthful. And proves this guy to be a lying sack of shit. Ken, enjoy your life. Maybe he should, Crazy World. Maybe he's tried. Lonely Man in Asia. That should be his name. Put a child together. Lonely Man in Asia. Well, guess what, Ken? I got somebody for the rest of my life. And I have sex with a real woman. A real woman, Ken. Not lady boys. Not those little boys in Thailand. And Ken, why don't you tell them how many girlfriends I've had in my life? You know about the count, and it's a lot, isn't it? How many have you had? One, supposedly, that I never met. Japanese woman, you say. Where was she? I never seen her. I've never seen you with a woman ever. Ever. You should put mud in your own face, Ken. That's what you did. Again, don't call this house. Stop stalking me on YouTube. And now, folks, whenever you hear shit about me, think of where it's coming from. Now, I know. It solves a riddle. It solves a puzzle. A puzzle, too. It's been Ken all the way along. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Dave had been spreading rumors and shit about me. Dave's behind all that shit, all the hate on YouTube. That's a fact. He's not out of the picture on this one. He's still a hater and a liar. Put words in my mouth. He's an angry person. And he's got a chip on his shoulder against me. That's why he continues to talk about me. Oh, now he figures he got his strings out again like he did with everybody else. Like Will Wonks. He used to work with Will Wonks, Mr. Information. Do me a favor, Will. It's not his real name. Well, first name, yes. Find out what you can about the share. Or this person, or that person. Yeah, Dave was the information seeker after all. He was doing that with everyone. He just said on his own live feed that, oh yeah, why don't you shoot me an email and we could talk about different things. It sounds kind of interesting, some of the things you talk about. Hawaii, blah, blah, blah. He's not interested in Thailand. He's not interested in Hawaii. He wants to find dirt on me. This is what Dave does. POS. You are a real piece of work. You know that, Dave? You are a real piece of work, aren't you? You really are. You just embarrassed yourself and you don't really know it. Believe me, there's not one damn thing, except two things Ken said about me that was true. That I did take photographs, did photography, did photographs of various people, and that I do own the house in Hawaii. He's been there, yes he has. And no, he didn't hand out money like I was going out of style. I was cordial to him. I fed him. I took him around, drove him around in my truck to all these different locations. I was a good tourism guy for him. But he won't say anything good about that. Because you're butthurt, Ken, aren't you? You're butthurt. The one thing I know about Ken, 155%, say 1,000%, he's a very, very sensitive guy. When you talk to him on the phone or on Skype or something, he's like a little child and he gets so butthurt. Oh, why'd you say that about me, Frank? I said, because it's true. And he'd hang up. And he wouldn't talk to me. He'd be pouting like a little girl for weeks, if not months. Then he'd call me up and like nothing has ever happened. Nothing has ever happened. Not a discouraging word is said about me, to me, from him. Calls me, hey, how's it going, Frank? Sick MF, man. Sick MF. And you wonder why I wanted nothing to do with this guy and I told him not to call me? Well, he had to make an appearance on here, but he's been on for quite a long time. He's been on for 2 years. There you go, folks. That's where a lot of the information's coming from. Finally solved the puzzle. There you go. Enough said. Very interesting to find out. And it's been actually a good day for me as a result of that. Now I know.